What up, what up, all my gamer people? And it is a Monday, and there's already adaptation news to report on, which is great. I love that. And this news is pretty interesting, based on, and it's from a show that I talk about a lot. I'm not even going to tell you which one, but you'll know. And yeah, we're going to get into that after the intro. So you know what you got to do, and just rumored earlier today, there is a Last of Us Season 2 rumor that they're eyeing a big-name actress for a new role. So this is a brand new role, not in the which I don't know why they feel they need to do that, but that's what's happening. The Last of Us Season 2 cast is rumored to be eyeing an iconic Emmy-winning actor to join Pedropascal and Bellaramsey. So if you don't know who this is, then you're wondering, who are they talking about? This is coming from Game Rant, and right there is the image. Can you tell who it is from that? Knowing who it is, maybe I can, but that just could be my brain playing tricks on me. But yes, Catherine O'Hara, of all people, known for her roles in Schitt's Creek and iconic films like Beetlejuice, may join The Last of Us Season 2 cast as a recurring character named Gale. The Last of Us Season 2 will likely follow the events of the game, with Pedro and Bella reprising their roles, and may require more than 2 seasons to fully tell us, okay, so they're suggesting what I believe might happen. Hypothesizing like me, but I think that they may split Game 2 into 2 seasons. Maybe each season will be shorter, I don't know, but that's just what I think. Last of Us Season 2 cast members Pedropascal and Bellaramsey may get to share screen with industry legend Catherine O'Hara. That's if they're even in scenes together. The post-apocalyptic and post-pandemic world of The Last of Us struck a chord with American audiences. The Last of Us TV show may be more important than fans think, becoming the first video game adaptation nominated for major Emmy categories. Pascal and Ramsey were nominated for their star-making performances, while Nick Offerman and Storm Reed won for their guest appearance. However, a recent rumor suggests O'Hara, another decorated television star, will join the impressive The Last of Us Season 2 cast. Popular internet scooper Daniel Rickman claims the Emmy-winning Schitt's Creek actor has an offer to play a recurring character named Gale, who will appear in at least 3 episodes. Little else is known about the role, but fan theories are already circulating. One user commented Abigail Gale as in Abby's mom. Meanwhile, several others suggested she may be the Seraphite prophet from the game's 2020 sequel, The Last of Us Part 2. O'Hara's amazing resume includes other iconic titles like Beetlejuice, Home Alone, and Scorsese's After Hours. She can certainly nail any role that comes her way. This is an interesting theory, actually, that it could be Abby's mom, because Abby's mom is nowhere in the game. I don't remember if she was ever mentioned, so I can't really remember, but yeah, I'm not sure if they ever mentioned that, so that could actually make sense to have Abby's mom involved in some way. And I don't remember the prophet either, so I can't remember who that person was. So this is actually a snapshot from The Last of Us news on Twitter. Catherine O'Hara reportedly has an offer to play a new character named Gale. This role doesn't have any description except for it's a recurring role for 3 episodes. This is reported by a guy with a reputation for leaking or for getting things right. His Twitter account is annoying because he actually locks the official news behind a Patreon paywall, and that just seems really effed up to me. Because I actually logged into, I'm already on Patreon, so I thought maybe that just meant you can join his account for free and then read the news. But no, I joined, and then yeah, if you click on the actual articles, it'll want you like to deposit some money. And I'm like, that's BS. That's total BS. What kind of person reports news and then asks you to pay for it? News that anyone's going to find out anyways. Likewise, little is known about The Last of Us Season 2, but it will likely follow the game's events, as the series is co-created by the video games writer and president of Naughty Dog Game Development, Neil Druckmann. The Last of Us Part 2 story begins 5 years after the events of the first game, with Joel and Ellie at the peaceful survivors commune in Wyoming. Both Pascal and Ramsey will reprise their roles. The game largely follows Ellie on a treacherous mission fueled by vengeance. According to the Last of Us series co-creator Craig Mazin, they may need more than 2 seasons to complete the story arc. See, I didn't know that he said that, but that does make sense that they would split it up. but it'll ultimately reach a definitive ending. So that's just saying that it's only going to be at least 3 seasons. That's it. Like, how can they go any further? I don't have much narrative interest in writing a show that is designed to perpetually continue until the network finally puts it out of its misery somewhere. See, this debunks what was said a year or so ago, that it could go beyond 3 seasons. So even Mazin's like saying, I really don't see it going beyond 3 seasons myself. So, said Mazin in an interview with Collider, this was like from a year ago. I rate to endings, Last of Us screenwriter and showrunner continued. The work that Naughty Dog's done in the second game is a lot. Probably the amount of remaining story would take us more than a season to tell. Currently, there is no official release date for The Last of Us Season 2, but Mazin confirmed that filming will start on February 12th of this year. Last of Us Season 1 is streaming on Max. See, over here this is Daniel Rickman's account, Daniel RPK, but as you can see, this news is locked behind a Patreon, and I don't know why, because the news is already out there, so I don't see the point. But see, look, as you can see, it's asking you for money. It wants $3 to read news that's already out there. That is just, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but that just seems really super shisty. Like, I don't see the need for that at all, and it's weak. Personally, this news does nothing for me, because nothing against Kaitlyn O'Hara. She's great. I love her. I mean, she's from Canada. I'm Canadian, so she's kind of a national treasure in Canada for sure. But seeing her play a role like this, I can't see her pulling it off. Just like in season 1 with Melanie Lynskey played that new character who I thought sucked. Just the worst character of the entire season. She wasn't intimidating. She was boring. She just wasn't interesting at all. And I feel like this could be the same thing. If this actually happens, Kaitlyn O'Hara could, maybe she being serious, which I can't even see because I don't know if she's ever played a serious role in her life. I could see her trying to be serious and just being goofy, just like with Melanie Lynskey. You know, as a fellow Canadian, this is cool because they're still shooting it in Canada, in Vancouver. So I don't know. She's a legend here in Canada for sure. This is not confirmed yet, but usually this guy that gives out the news that you have to pay for is generally right. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, continuing on with some Last of Us Season 2 news over here on Deadline. Just recently announced that the Season 2 sets a director lineup with Mark Malloy leading new additions. He's the director of Succession. This is a Deadline exclusive. Mark Malloy, coming off his Outstanding Drama Emmy for directing Succession, headed to another HBO drama series tipped to succeed Succession as an Emmy juggernaut. He is one of 4 directors to board the post-apocalypse zombie drama series along with Nina Lopez Corrado, Perry Mason, Stephen Williams, Watchmen, and Kate Herron, Loki. They join returning directors Peter Hoare, who was Emmy nominated for helming Season 1's poignant Episode 3 Long Time, as well as The Last of Us co-creators and executive producers and showrunners Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann, who will once again take on directing duties too. It is unclear whether any of the 7 helmers will direct multiple episodes. Season 1 consisted of 9 episodes helmed by 7 directors. My theory is that they will break up Game 2 into 2 8-episode seasons. I think 6 would be better, but this isn't Britain, so they're going to do 8. Malone won the 2023 Drama Directing Emmy for the acclaimed Episode 3, Connor's Wedding, from Succession's 4th and final season. Malad directed 4 Season 4 episodes, including the premiere and the series finale. He also served as an executive producer on Succession for its run, sharing in the series' 3 Outstanding Drama Series Emmy wins. His directing credits also include Game of Thrones, Entourage, and Shameless. Those are all good shows. Shameless is great. Entourage is pretty good. Game of Thrones got really bad near the end, and you know what I'm talking about. Williams received a directing Emmy nomination for HBO's Watchmen and shared in the show's Outstanding Limited Series win in his role as producer. His directing resume also includes HBO's Westworld, Showtime's Ray Donovan, and ABC's Lost. At HBO, Lopez Corrado directed multiple episodes of Perry Mason and The Nevers. The list of credits also includes ABC's A Million Little Things, on which she served as producing director. Herron was executive producer and director on Disney Plus Loki. She also directed episodes of Netflix Sex Education. First season Last of Us earned 24 nominees, winning 8. Season 2 is slated to begin next month in Vancouver. Well, there you have it, folks. 2 little bits of new news for The Last of Us Season 2. One, the directing part, I'm like, cool, but the possible casting of Kaitlyn O'Hara, I don't know about how I feel about that yet. It could be great, it could be goofy. We'll see. Don't know. It's going to be another year or 2 before we even see anything about that. Filming begins next month. So it'll be at least another year before we see anything from that. But until then, don't forget, like and subscribe, and keep gaming.